And it was like one of them would just be a picture of me, like doing like the whole like I don't give a fuck
On fire
kind of face. Yeah, I mean that could be that would be a good thumbnail.
I have a great idea.
We just Photoshop me on fire, and I'm just like, ah.
You know how you're afraid of fire now? What if we?
I'm uncomfortable around fire.
Okay, what if we do immersion therapy?
No.
And we put you in a flame retarded suit.
A flame retarded suit? Retardant?
A retarded flame suit. And we set you on fire.
A retarded flame suit would be like one of those like 3-piece suits that's just got flames on it. That would be a retarded flame suit.
Like a tux with fire on it.
Exactly. A flame retardant suit would be one where I can't get burned again.
Yeah, so we do that. That'd be great.
No.
If you guys want to see us do an episode when we put Jared in
where we light Jared on fire,
we light Jared
he becomes cool with it? No.
On fire as a form of immersion therapy to help him get over his fear of fire.
No.
Leave a picture of fire in the comments.
Oh, fuck you.
And a fire emoji
Fuck
in the comments.
you.
Please and thank you. And give us 5 stars. If you leave us 100 fire emoji comments, we will send Jared on fire. Where can we even do that?
Nowhere around here.
My brother's a fireman. I bet I can figure it out.
Oh, shit.
He probably knows a school or something we can go to.
There probably is a school, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah, we're going to set you on fire.
No.
But like this time it'll be nice.
All right, so welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, where we drink rum and talk about stuff.
Damn it, I forgot to do that.
I'm Jared.
This is the first time I did it. Hold on. Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast. I'm Kyle.
There we go. We're back to talk about weird and interesting clickbaity news that we find all over the internet again.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. I'm just glad to be back. It's been a while. It's been a long time. We're sorry that it took so long. I got sick. Kyle got sick. Kyle got a new job. I got sick again. It's been a lot of stuff.
You got a new job.
I got a new job. So things are going to go smoother coming up. It's just a weird transition time with a lot of infections in that time also.
Infectious.
Not of the pee-pee variety.
Infectious girls do it better.
I don't know that song.
Yes, you do. I used to play it to you because your girlfriend has the time.
Oh, okay.
It's still by the Electric Six.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. But yeah, no, we're back. We just had a little bit of a break, but we're back. We're going to be good going forward. Are we going to be good?
Being squished. Yeah, probably.
Why is your pee-pee
We're going to
being
have the
squished?
same schedule finally for the first time in like...
Ever.
Not ever. We've had the same schedule multiple times. Well, one of our regular schedules was just always. It was just, hey, when are you working today? Every day.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
You know how you're here all day, every day? I'm here all day, every day.
What day do you have off? None, because it called me in for it. Nothing like working 80 hours and owing a company money at the end of it.
Yep. It's being like, hey, how did I make minimum wage when I, in a commission job, sold thousands of dollars worth of stuff?
Now, nothing beat the time when we first opened and Mike was like, you're doing awesome, because I made like $2,000 that week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was $300 in draw. And I was like, I don't understand.
And then you realize that you worked 80 hours in that week.
Yeah.
And
Also,
like,
we weren't
"That's
supposed to
how."
have it that week.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were supposed to be draw free for the first week, and then they told
We
us
were.
that was not
But
true.
we were also not commissioned for that first week also. Remember, because we didn't actually get commissions? That was the trade-off. We weren't draw, but we weren't commission either.
But we did get draw. I got draw that first week.
I also got draw that first week, even
And
though I
commission.
sold a whole bunch of the insurances.
All right, on to the first week. We're getting distracted again.
Immediately. Let's start with the first weird story. And I pulled it up on the interwebs. Yes, I can click the button. Putting potatoes up your butt won't cure hemorrhoids.
What?
Doctors warn.
Didn't read any of the words but potatoes, and I was excited because you know I love potatoes.
Because you're Irish.
I could eat just potatoes some days.
I can eat potatoes all day, but would you eat butt potatoes? Or would you eat potatoes with your butt, a la South Park style?
If I washed butt potatoes, I would eat them.
Wow, that is some dedication to the taters there.
It's just you just wash it. They're already covered in shit and stuff.
That's true. But yeah, so don't put potatoes in your butt.
Yeah,
I love how it says
I feel
up
like it
your
would
butt.
give you hemorrhoids if you shoved a potato up your butt. That's wider than most things people stick up there.
That's very true. I mean, this one looks like a pear.
What do you stick up your butts?
Don't ask people that. We're going to get weird responses. That's the first time people are going to respond. And they're going to be like, I've been waiting.
Leave a picture of an eggplant or a peach down below. Or a potato.
Okay. Potatoes only belong in one human hole.
Your butt.
Yeah. You left it open-ended, New York Post. We're going to fill it in with what we want.
Yeah,
Much like people were filling it in.
Potatoes.
Doctors are stating to get very oh my God, I haven't done this in so long that I can't read. Doctors are starting to get very concerned about people who subscribe to a dangerous home remedy touted on numerous websites, which involves inserting a potato into the rectum.
Is Gwyneth Paltrow involved in this?
We'll find out, actually, now that I think about it.
She was one of the people telling women to stick beehives up their hoo-has.
Was it beehives?
Yes.
I know she was saying to stick weird thing. And she also has a candle that smells like her vagina. And it's like...
Is it accurate?
She says it is.
Where do you
and it's like $80.
This?
What's the name of her company? Gish or something like that? Something with a G?
I don't know.
We'll look it up.
I kind of want to know what that smells like.
We'll look it up.
I'm not like
is it
not like that.
I'm
just like I want to know what a candle that's supposed to smell like.
Like a vagina smells like? I mean, we can. Is it a?
What does she imagine her vagina smells like? If we get it and it smells like lavender, I'm gonna be like, "Bitch, you lying."
Is it a write-off if
That's
we
the
buy
thing.
it? Like, can we write it off on our taxes if we buy it?
Leave it in here. Oh, it's burning, and people be like, "What's it smell like?" I'm like,
Gwyneth just vagina. Just
we get guests and they like ask about it. Be like, oh.
Be like, that's a very interesting smell in your studio. What is that? That's Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina. She's very pro potato butt also. Waiting on that candle.
Rum Runnas brought to you by Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candles.
But yes, credible medical professionals are
not
emphasizing.
Not a real sponsor, but
no, not at all.
If you want to buy one and send it to us, that'd be sweet.
We'll make a P.O. box.
We
for
don't
that.
need money. We would definitely need a vagina
candles. Yeah,
I mean we do need money.
We do. It will not.
We need
a
P.O. box so we can get mail.
7 people watch our show,
mail.
And 14 listen. In fact, help with
that hasn't gone down though.
Oh my goodness,
that stayed up this time.
It has. We've been doing good, but emphasizing that this will not, in fact, help with hemorrhoids, also known as piles. I've never heard hemorrhoids called piles. I've heard hemorrhoids called hemorrhoids. That's it.
I don't think I like this anymore. It changed. Maybe I do. I don't know.
It's a very complex drink. It hits you weird on different. Yeah, we should put ice in it.
You didn't have any. Look.
It's not that I didn't have any. It's just hidden. I hide my ice now.
Yeah.
There's no medical evidence that putting. But those are breakfast corn dogs.
Those are gross. I had those.
Emma seems to like them. So
kids love that stuff, though.
Kids love it. Breakfast corn dogs.
Microwaves, kids are into it, and I'm like, that's terrible.
And I have the palate of a child, so I love it also. There's no medical evidence that putting frozen potato. Oh, they have to be frozen. That's the catch. Frozen. So there's no give to it. So that's just stretching anus. It's immediately stretching it.
I think that's the idea of the ice, but why does it need to be a potato? Just put an ice pack on your butthole.
Exactly. Hey, look at that, internet. We gave you a viable option that's not a potato.
Like an ice thing, or I had. I don't think I do anymore.
For your butthole?
No, I think it was for water bottles. It was just like a long cylinder that was kind of like this wide. That would have been just as good.
Would you lay it down just in the crack? Or do you think you'd insert it?
I was going off the science of this. So it'd be in the butthole.
So insert it into the butthole.
Definitely need a string.
But it would... How long was it? You're going to put the whole thing in your butthole?
I'm not going to leave it hanging out. Then you won't be able to sit down.
I don't think you should sit down. I feel like that's more of a lying down thing. Same thing with potatoes. I feel like if you're sticking a potato in your butt, lay down.
Yo.
On your stomach.
Question. How do they get the potatoes out? Did they tie a string to them? I just imagine you could tie a string to anything. Shove it up anywhere.
They probably let them warm up and then mash them. And then just poop out mashed potatoes.
I don't think you can cook potatoes at 98 degrees. And if you can, it is going to take a long time. Because at 350, it's like over an hour.
That's true. I think that's why doctors are telling people not to do it. The exit is probably the problem.
Let's get to that part.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
There's no medical evidence that putting frozen potatoes inside the anus can help cure piles. Why are they calling it piles? So I would urge caution to anyone thinking of doing it. Dr. Gianna Gall tells Wales Online.
Wait a second. She didn't say not to. She said
there's no evidence.
Urge caution against it.
She was saying if you're going to do it, be careful.
Put a string on it.
Noting that those suffering from the condition can attempt to treat it at home in a number of ways, but sticking frozen spuds up their butt is not one of them. See, she's going back on what she said. She said urge caution, and now she's saying, that's not one of the ways.
It's a way, but not a good way.
Yeah. She's saying on a scale of 1 to 10,
it's a 1.
As in like the bottom of the list, I guess. Or are you saying 1, the top of the list?
How do you do 1 to 10? 1 to 10. 1 is always the worst.
Yeah. Unless you're doing like a top 10. Top 10 best things to stick up your butt. Frozen potatoes, number 1. Followed closely by that ice bottle, that water bottle ice pack. She doesn't go into detail on the possible consequences. You have to. You're a doctor of the at-home remedy, but one would think
a stretched out
there are enough
butthole.
Cautionary tales to discourage such efforts.
Yeah, like that one time Richard Gere had that hamster up his butt.
Exactly. Piles often go away on their own.
Pretty sure that was a fake thing.
That totally was. South Park really wrote on that after a few days, but there are some tried and trusted ways to keep them at bay. She said you should drink plenty of fluids and maintain a fiber-rich diet. Try having regular warm baths to ease itching and pain. This has turned into how to treat hemorrhoids. Like, this isn't even about the potatoes anymore.
It's saying warm. Don't freeze the potato.
Use warm potatoes.
Cook it a little bit. Play hot potato with your butthole.
Also, like, are they using like these big like Idaho potatoes, like golden russet potatoes?
Or like little reds,
like
baby reds?
Yeah, exactly. Are they using the smaller ones?
Fingerlings?
Yeah. So they're fingerling their butts. If home treatments don't work, she adds, those with hemorrhoids should go to the doctor and not begin prescribing to increasingly outlandish cures instead out of embarrassment. I feel like if you stick a potato up your butt, you're opening up more doors to embarrassment.
All right, number 1, don't get hemorrhoids. By A, don't sit on hard surfaces. B, don't have babies. C, don't push so hard when you poop. You don't have hemorrhoids.
That was going to be my C, because I will openly admit I push pretty hard when I poop sometimes.
Sometimes you're in a rush. I get it.
Yeah, you just got to get it over and done with. You got to be in and out. Piles can be irritating condition, and sufferers are sometimes too embarrassed to seek professional helping, turning to old wives' tales instead. Since when is that an old wives' tale? Like, how many old wives are like, if you have hemorrhoids, take a frozen potato and shove it up your anus. Hold it there for 3 weeks until it is nicely cooked and shit it out. Are you looking up old wives' tale? And
potato?
Okay, I'm going to keep reading while you look that up.
The butt.
The advice stems from the fact that potatoes have an astringent property, which in theory can serve to constrict bodily tissue, but in this case, ineffective. Strange as it sounds, a poultice made from grated potato is astringent and soothing. So if you shave the potato and mix it with other things in a poultice, then it's good. So if you use hash browns, it's good. That's what I'm getting out of this.
What? It's telling me what?
It said, strange as it sounds, a poultice made from grated potato is astringent and soothing. That's what it says. It's saying, oh no, it says one site advises. Is this one of the real things? And then another one says, insert the frozen potato. Oh, they're telling you to slice it up. See,
I found an article titled, "My doctor told me to put a hot potato in my butt." You know what's funny is these news things, this is why we do this, because it's always clickbait. Only things I am finding are not anything that's saying, hey, potatoes up your butt, cure hemorrhoids. All I'm finding are articles
talking
where people
about
say,
the story.
Hey, don't put potatoes up your butt.
Exactly. This is why we do this show. It's a public service announcement. But insert the frozen potato slice in your anus and leave it inside for 30 seconds.
This is better clickbait, but this is old.
Yeah, we don't do old.
Clergyman gets a potato stuck up his butt while hanging curtains naked. There's a lot there.
There is. That's a lot to unpack. We'll do that another time.
Yeah, out of his butt.
Another site quoted by the outlet read, repeat the process for 3 to 5 days. The next 3 to 5 days, leave the slice inside for 30 seconds more each time. The potato have astringent properties and help relieve the pain and itchy sensation which usually happens with this condition, while the ice-cold potato constricts the blood vessels, reduces the swelling, and relieves your pain instantly. I mean, that is some good selling points, but I don't think it's enough to show.
But is it
French
in your
fries up your
butthole
butt.
or is it in your butt crack?
It's in your butthole. They're saying in the anus. The crack is the crack. The anus is the.
It says anus because for a while I was just saying in your butt.
It says in your anus. And it says frozen potato slice, which is basically a French fry. It's a home fry. Stick it a home fry up at a butt for 30 seconds. And you do that for 3 to 5 days. And then the next 3 to 5 days, stick it up at a butt for a minute. And then the next 3 to 5 days, stick it up at a butt for a minute and a half. I don't know when you actually end this. I think it's when
you
they're
don't
gone.
have herpes anymore.
Hemorrhoids. Because if you have to wait till your herpes goes away, you're doing this forever. And then at that point, you're just walking around with frozen potatoes up your butt forever.
Can you get butt herpes?
I don't know. That's another thing to look up.
That sounds terrible.
It does. This isn't the first time doctors have needed to beg people not to insert food into a non-mouth orifice. Over the summer, some British women needed a reminder that inserting ice pops into the vagina does not help cool off.
I like their thinking, though. Cool off from the inside out.
Exactly. Yep.
That sounds terrible.
It does. They're like, okay, if I drink a cold drink, I cool down. If I eat an ice pop, I cool down. But the thing is, the swampiness is from the waist down. What if I take care of that area first, and then it
do both
resonates
at the same
up?
time?
Right?
That's a movie right there.
That's a movie? It's a video. I wouldn't call it a movie.
I'd make a whole movie about that.
By someone who freaking, devil's threesomes popsicles? It's just a pig on a spit. Just like, rocket pop. I feel like you'd have to use a rocket pop. You couldn't use anything
Rocket
else.
could make this movie. And instead of just being popsicles, it'd just be dudes in popsicle costumes.
They could. We're writing this for you. If this comes on the internet after this show, we want our cut. This is documented. If we see a video of two guys dressed as popsicles,
red.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just remember that she has to be British.
I don't know what's up with the old hand and the young hand, but
I need an old hand and a young hand
to insert.
That's
this potato.
another movie. Stepmom teaches stepdaughter.
Nope. Okay, on to the next one. Just chugging right along. This one I added because why does this keep happening?
Women arranged.
Woman arranged fight to the death duel between two admirers.
Didn't we? Isn't that the same one we did last time?
Nope.
She looks the same.
Nope. This is a woman who, according to this, had two guys that were like, I want to bang you. And she's like, all right, well, if you want to do that. Then this other guy, he's like, I want to bang you too. She's like, well, I'm not going to try to cool down with ice pops right now. So you guys, one of you kill the other one.
And one of them did it.
Well, let's find out.
No, we read this one.
No, we didn't.
I bet.
Asta Juskuski. Oh,
Go down.
God.
I bet there's a mugshot of her and a dude. There he is. Yep, we did this one.
I did not do this one.
We did this one.
The other fight to the death.
We did this one.
This just happened.
We did this one.
We haven't been recording episodes since this happened.
Did this one.
No, we did not.
I promise you we did this one.
Internet, tell me if we did this
100%
one.
we did this one.
There's another guy too, though.
Yeah, that's the dead one. He's dead.
Are you sure that you didn't just read this article?
Yes. We did this one.
We did not.
We did this one.
The only other fight to the death was
Keep going.
the man
Keep going
who
until you
wanted
remember.
to fight his wife to the death.
Keep going until you remember.
Oh my God, we'll find out. For one thing, I would remember Asta Juskoskin, 35, left her partner Gidruis Juskoskas and started seeing 25-year-old Mantas Kevdaris. I'm sorry, those names sound like something out of freaking Game of Thrones. I would have remembered that.
We did this one.
After meeting him online, when both men claimed Jukowskin as their own, she proposed a fight-to-the-death duel in an alleyway at Stratford, East London. We did not talk about this on the show.
We did this one.
We did not. During the fight, Kevdaris, pictured below, killed Juskuskas after stabbing him 35 times in the body and the neck.
We did this
I don't remember it at all. This is not one that I remember talking about. I talk about these ones.
We did this one.
No, we did not.
We did this one.
I know you're still trying to find it. Like, are you going through our previous episodes or something?
Going through our Facebook to see if I posted a picture.
Kevadras. Oh, wait, let me see it. But 35 times is excessive. He and Juskuskin celebrated the following day by ordering pizza.
We did this one.
No, we didn't. You're just sticking to that, but more and more as this goes on, you're like, shit.
I swear we
Didn't talk about this.
No, we did do this. I told you that one killed the other one. I knew who killed who.
Honestly, you probably just read this on your own at some point.
Listen.
And you were like, hey, by the
A
way.
long time ago, because I didn't read this recently, and it was because we did this one.
This says that it happened on, this was posted on February 8th. We'll see when the incident was, and then we'll figure it out. Mum of three, Kevadras is previously spent in Lithuania, blah, blah, blah. Was sentenced to life in prison after pleading guilty to murder. Mum of three, Asta Juskuskin, was also jailed for life after being convicted of conspiracy to murder and perverting the course of justice after a 5-week trial at Kingston Crown Court. Kevadras had a reputation for violence in prison. Kevdaras also told her he assaulted a lot of people, also stabbed a few, and shot someone too. Now this is ringing a bell. The purpose was for the men to settle the issue in relation to the defendant with violence. In effect, a latter-day medieval duel. Despite being divorced from Juskauskas, the couple still frequently saw one another as they had a daughter together. Asta continued a sexual relationship with her ex-husband, despite also seeing Kevdaras.
Real quick, though, while I'm talking about it, did you hear what happened?
To what? To him? No.
Yeah.
What happened?
He got convicted of 20-something years.
Okay. That's crazy.
For his whole trying to hire a hitman.
Gotta love it. Let's see here. Davey said Juskuskas had not wanted the divorce. He was providing financial support for his daughter and maintaining a sexual relationship with the defendant. In their different ways, each man felt that they had claims over Asta Juskuskin. The situation was inevitably going to come to a head. It did come to a head in Whalebourne Lane on that Monday morning. Gaidrius Juskuskas and Mantis Kvedras. I never would have forgotten these names ever in a million years. These are ridiculous. These are the hardest names in the world to say, and I've had to say them like 1,000 times already.
We did this one.
We did not do this one. People, go back. Every single person who's watching this or listening to this, go back, listen to every single episode that we've ever done, ever. If you're on YouTube, you have access to our first season, most of it, and you just check all those also.
It wasn't that long ago.
Just watch all of them. Start at the beginning and then work your way through. Watch them multiple times if you have to. and then let us know if I've talked about Jiskuskuskin and Jiskuskus and Kidvadras and murderating each other. Because I'm going to go with not. Okay, they met there by arrangement rather than by chance. Neither was anywhere near where they lived, and telephone records demonstrate that there was reported communication between them during the day of Sunday, the 16th of June. So this was just back in June.
Yeah. When was June?
In June.
How many months ago was June?
Back in June. I don't know. Davies also said Juskuskin knew in advance that Kevadras intended to use serious violence against Juskuskas and actively encouraged him to do so. Juskuskas was found bleeding to death, and I know it's sad because I feel like you're going to be like, you're laughing and somebody's dead, blah, 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 but they're hard names, all right? At Whalebone Lane, Stratford, at 12:30 a.m. on June 17th. Holy shit, this is long. Okay, Juskuskin stood expressionless in the dock as Judge Peter Loader jailed her for life. Mr. Juskuskus was the father of Juskuskin's 5-year-old daughter, but you two regarded him as an unwelcome irritation to your relationship, and so you resolved to get rid of him. It was your joint plan that he would be seen as the victim of a drug deal that had gone wrong. Ooh, this is some plotting. He added, Mr. Juskuskus had continued to support you and all your children after divorce. He was described by your eldest daughter as a good man to you. He always loved you. He took care of you. Bizarrely and pathetically in retrospect, he still loved you. It is clear to me that you, Asta Juskuskin...
The judge said that?
Yeah. Developed a fascination with violent and dangerous men. Kevadras had been sentenced to a minimum of 22 years, while Juskuskin had been sentenced to a minimum of 24 years. That's it. I felt like there was going to be more. That's it. Never talked about this.
We did this one.
Never talked about this one.
We did this one.
Okay, so what did you say? What were your reactions at that point?
Oh my god! How long ago was June?
Well, it's February now.
Okay.
So that's 2.
Okay.
So 2 months ago was 12. And then 6 months before that. So 6, 7, 8. 8 months ago.
Okay. So this was 8 months ago. Methed up a tax squirrel.
You're going to go through the whole episode?
I'm going to try.
This is what we do. This is how we make sure
that I am right and you are wrong. Yes.
I mean, Dane was here.
I mean, we could just have you check your emails, but...
Yeah, let's do that. I'm do that real quick. Let's go back.
Yeah, we'll figure this out after. But I'm right and you are wrong.
I'm right. You're wrong.
You
Baba-da-baba-da-boo.
eat the butt. Put a potato up your butt, Jay. Take a potato, right? Take a potato, turn it into French fries, freeze those French fries, put a couple of them up your butt, hold them there for 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds later, put another one up there for a minute.
I have no idea what you're talking about anymore. I don't even know where the meth up attack squirrel is.
I don't think it was that one. It was probably like, I don't know. We did this one. On to the next one.
Sure. On to the next one. Even though Kyle didn't react accurately for hearing this
because we did this one.
Time.
It's not the first time.
It is so the first
I immediately
time.
went, that one died.
That's fine. You can read articles on your own.
I don't read.
I know you don't read, but you look at pictures.
We did this one.
That's fine. We'll find out. Like I said, go watch our entire catalog and let us know. It'll only take you 2 days.
I know what you're doing.
Sure.
This is a trick. You're trying to get me to watch our episodes that you know I didn't watch, then I have to find it to prove myself right.
Did I just have this many? Oh yeah, I did have just this many. I thought I had another one. Okay. This next story is excessive.
Excessive. Just like that last one, because we already did it.
Guyana. Man burns down entire building trying to kill snake. Guyana Chronicle.
Are you sure you're pronouncing that right?
Guyana. Well, how would you pronounce it?
Guyana?
Guyana?
Because I know there's a country called Guyana. Is this in South America where Guyana is?
I don't know. Maybe. A building in Tarlogi compound in East
You
Barbais,
said that right.
Quarantine, which formerly housed a government staff in the 1980s, was completely gutted after a man tried to get rid of a snake by burning it.
Best exterminator ever. I think I have roaches. I
Okay.
got this.
Hand grenade. Best way to get rid of roaches. Blow up the building.
Everybody needs to exit so my Molotofs can do their work.
That'll be $1,000. Several other abandoned buildings in the compound were not affected. This is a controlled burn. Maybe he does know what he's doing. I guess we'll find out if the snake's dead. Like, that'll probably...
Snake definitely got away. It was like, man, it's hot here.
Yeah. I mean, it would make it more active, the heat. According to reports, the fire started approximately 1,300 hours after the security guard attached to the compound lit a fire. This was the security guard.
Yo, he takes memes way too serious.
I'm going to protect this building with fire. It was an abandoned building also. Like why? Just don't go in that building. Just stay away from it.
What kind of snake was it? Man, it's just like a little corn snake.
Better have been something cool. It was some sort of king cobra or something. Fucking anaconda. I don't know. Just something cool to burn down a whole goddamn building.
You don't need to burn down anacondas. They don't have poison or venom.
That thing jacked up J-Lo's entire crew.
That was a movie.
I'm just saying. This is a meme.
Not anymore.
True, it's real life now.
Set on fire before it lays eggs. This man did that.
Let's see here. In a part of the situation close to the house, he told investigators that he saw the snake inside and wanted to kill it. It's in quotes. I don't know why. Like,
dude, it's not that hard. I did it by accident with a lawnmower, and I felt really bad.
Oh, yeah, because you don't like killing things. The Guyana, I'm just going to call it Guyana for you. The Guyana Chronicle understands that the small fire caught on other combustibles and old tires with a Y that were stored next to the structure. Within minutes, the fire spread to the entire building.
With a Y, entire building.
Yep.
Replace all the I's with Y's.
Hashtag replace the I's with Y's. That's what we got to do. Reports indicate that soon after lighting the fire, the man fell asleep.
In the building?
So he was just like...
Wait, he woke up to the smell of smoke, and he was like, oh man, there's a fire.
Like, what happened?
Oh yeah, snakes. Damn snakes setting fires.
Can you just
fire
imagine?
Snakes?
Imagine for a second. You have to explain this to your boss because he has a boss. Someone hired him to watch these buildings. And you're like, all right, so there's a fire. What happened? Did someone break in?
I don't know. I was sleeping.
Snakes.
There's a snake.
There was a snake.
There was a fire.
I
woke up to smoke smell.
I don't know what happened because I was sleeping.
I did start the fire.
But I didn't intend for it to get so big.
But I didn't put the snake in the building.
So really, it's whoever let that snake out's fault.
This man is definitely fired because he failed on 3 fronts.
So many.
Part A, there was an intruder, a.k.a. the snake.
The snake got in.
Part B, he started a fire.
Yeah.
Part C, he was asleep on the job.
Slept on the job.
How can you do that? I can't hold that one up.
You can't do that?
No.
It just...
No.
I can hardly do that. Like, that's...
Have you never noticed when I count to 3, I normally do it this way?
See, I do it this way usually. I go... People think I'm weird also because I point with my middle finger. Do you point with your middle finger? I just go that way. I go there, there, there. Everybody in my family does it. My neighbor was like, are you flipping me off? And I'm like, no, I'm just saying it's over there.
You were like,
Yeah, it's apparently a weird thing that like everybody in my family does. It's your longest finger. It should be what you point with.
But this is your pointy finger.
Why?
Because it looks like that.
Yeah, so does that.
No, that looks weird. There's top part to it.
No, because I
this
just
one
do,
is like a direct. Like,
I do that. do that.
Yeah, you still have. Yeah,
There. Or I'll point with both. I'll do that.
When have you seen an arrow that's wider on the outside and narrows to the middle, front, whatever?
All the time? All arrows? Because if you point like this, guess what? You're pointing with your middle finger because it's going there first.
What if you're one of those people whose pointer finger is longer than your middle finger?
That doesn't happen ever. It's your middle finger and your index finger, or your ring finger can sometimes be the same. They're like that. Like that. But I'm not like that. Not like that.
Shut up.
Like
On to
that.
the next one.
Like that.
He lost his
This
job.
guy's super fired. But no, we didn't finish. When he opened his eyes, he saw the house on fire. That means he fell asleep like in front of it. If he opened his eyes.
He was like, that'll take care of that. I can take a nap now.
There's a piece of hair on your microphone.
It's my hair.
I know.
My microphone.
It's mine. Let it be. I put it there.
Want that there.
The fire completely destroyed the house and spread to nearby empty lots with dry grass. Firefighters from the Rose Hall Fire Station arrived promptly and were able to control the blaze. The security guard was held for questioning, and an investigation is currently underway. It's unclear if the snake was killed in the inferno. Snake probably got away.
Guess they'll never know.
I mean, do you think they're searching the building for remains? Like, they're like, let's find the snake's remains. Yeah.
I think he just wanted to set it on fire and blame snakes. Or maybe he was in there smoking. Set the fire by accident. Yeah, he was smoking reefer. That makes more sense for why he fell asleep and forgot there was a fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. He probably saw the snake, but it was actually just some sort of like, it was probably a shredded tire.
He was probably just smoking weed, threw it on the ground, it set the building on fire. His boss was like, yo, what were you doing? He's like, so there was a snake. And I tried to set it on fire. And he's like,
how did you not control the blaze?
I did. See all the other buildings aren't on fire?
Except for the buildings that are on fire.
You can burn down any important ones.
It didn't burn any down, but it spread to them. This was the only one that burned down completely, but it did make its way there. Because, dry grass.
Well, obviously the snake was going to run from that building to the next one for safety.
Oh my God, what if the snake was on fire? And it went through the dry grass, lit all that grass on fire, got into the next one. That building started going up, and the snake was like, damn it, goes to the next one.
Everywhere I go, there's fire.
Because it's not smart enough to realize that it is the fire.
Yeah, it's like when you tie feathers to a cat's tail, they freak out trying to get them.
Yeah.
Or run from it.
Yeah. Cats are weird.
I like when you put tape on their back and they freak out and they crawl on the ground on their belly because they think they're in a tight space.
Oh, yeah. I saw that one online.
Cats are super weird.
Yeah. My favorite thing currently, though, is...
How do bald cats exist? Because cat's fur is like a part of their senses.
It's like an extension of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they know stuff.
I don't know. It's probably some sort of weird breeding thing.
Bad at stuff, then.
Probably. I can almost guarantee that. They just look weird. I don't like bald cats.
They look awesome. What are you talking about?
I think they look weird.
I like them, but now I have fear for it.
They look like wrinkled ball sacks. When they curl up into a ball, that's a wrinkled ball sack, which is just a ball sack, because a non-wrinkled ball sack would be weird. Now that I think about it.
Smooth like butter.
That's just... Would you get ball sack rejuvenation injections? I think that's a thing. I don't know what that has to do with the snake. Make your snake look more on fire.
I'm getting a candle that smells like my balls when we get famous.
Keep an eye out on Rum Runner's merch store in 5 years for a Kyle's balls. We'll have an entire line going. Hopefully we'll have a staff.
Kyle's balls. Jared's gooch.
We'll bring Dick Dane back.
Butthole smell.
A combined? We're going to hold them next to each other and let them figure out what it smells like together?
Put both our buttholes next to someone who's a scent magic person.
Like a sommelier of scents?
Yeah, whoever makes sense. I don't know how that works. That's science, though.
Whatever makes sense. We're going to hold
sniff your butthole.
We're going to hold our butt cracks
sniff
up my
butthole. And then we'll have a two-sided candle. One side will be brown. One side will be pink. And they'll burn down together and they'll smell just like our buttholes.
What's really messed up is I was listening to another podcast that we
Is
support.
someone else gonna make a
and
pink
it
and brown
was
butthole candle?
no, it was the Basement Yard, and they were talking about how they on air. I mean, they didn't do it like right in front of the camera, but they went into another room and they looked at each other's assholes. Just because they were like, we don't know, or no, they did see each other's assholes, but they were looking at their own assholes because they were like, I feel everybody should do that. I've never done it. I've never looked at my own asshole.
Do you want to see us look at each other's assholes?
No, they didn't do it on camera. They just got their reaction afterwards, though.
Let's go look at each other's buttholes.
Nope, not doing that. That's for one thing.
Let me see your butthole, Jared.
I've not prepped.
Let me see your
I'm
gooch.
not in a good
Let me
position.
see your gooch.
I feel like we
Let
need
me see your gooch.
we need to be sponsored by Manscaped if we're going to be doing this.
Hey, Manscaped.
Sponsor our show so we can show each other our assholes.
Do you want us to see each other's buttholes?
This is not a selling point.
I'm not shaving my butthole for you. I don't do that anymore.
No, I mean, you just got to at least trim up the things around it.
It's terrible. It's
No, you
terrible.
don't shave
Never
your
shave your butthole.
We've
PSA.
talked about this. We've
Never
talked about
shave
this
your
in earlier
butthole.
episodes that you don't do that. You've shared in detail in season 0. Go check
It's
out.
fun for a few hours and then it's really bad for a few days.
Yeah, go check out season 1 on YouTube if you want to know in detail
Sandpaper butthole.
what it's like. Because Kyle goes off for a while on what it's like. We're gonna go
I'll
on
do
to
it
the next
again
one
right now. If you
No.
want, if you guys want to do story time, Kyle, what's it like to shave your butthole? Leave a picture of peach down below.
You asked for the peach for the other thing.
I thought I asked for eggplants.
Yeah, or peaches. Or potatoes. You said eggplant, peach, potato. All 3. And then you asked for fire beforehand. And now you're asking for a peach again.
Do the winky face for see me a butthole. Me butthole.
See him.
Do the winky face for me butthole.
Do the winky face from my buttholes.
If you want me and Jared to look at each other's buttholes, do 100 winky faces if you want us to look at each other's
No,
buttholes on
I'm
camera.
going to the next one. This is weird now.
Butthole race.
I'm not doing it on camera no matter what.
Oh, yeah, wait, no, I'm just asking for story time of shaving my butthole.
Yeah, exactly. You're just doing story time where you talk about that.
Want to know what it's like to shave your butthole?
That means you're going to have to talk about all the events that led up to it and everything that happened afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
It ended nice until the days after.
All right, then. Weird vampire coming up. Man accused of drinking blood and urine at health clinic.
Dude, we did this one too.
Oh, my God.
No, we didn't. We definitely did that other one.
Dude, this guy looks like...
This guy's short.
Yeah.
He's like 5'6".
5'6". He's taller than you. That was so damn loud. And depending on how fat I am at the time, he might be the same height as me.
How accurate are those, though?
I don't know. They're kind of what the police go off of, so I would hope vary. But yeah. Okay. Shelby County, Tennessee. A man is accused of a bizarre... Man is accused of a bizarre crime, including vials of blood and urine taken from an East Shelby County health clinic. The vials were found empty just after 8 p.m. on July 3rd. This was his 4th of July celebration, apparently.
He was like finding all these stories from summertime.
I don't know. I belong to a group because searching the internet for these was becoming difficult. So I went to a place where they bring them to me. And it makes it easier. But this is what they shared. But I mean, the story was posted February 6th. It's just that the act was done on the 3rd of July. When deputies arrived at Mid-South Urgent Care and Shopping Center of Houston, Levy, Macon, someone had tried to pry open the back door. That's what she said. Deputies said they spotted a man in a striped blue t-shirt and black cap and arrested him. That's interesting. They didn't question him first. They just arrested him on the spot. Court documents state that man Kevin Giles had a small clear baggie in his pocket which appeared to be cocaine.
Cocaine.
How this is phrased is he had a small clear baggie in his pocket which appeared to be cocaine. What the hell? The baggie was cocaine, but what the hell were you doing?
You'll see, that was going on for a long time.
All right. You're like a kid. When I turn my head, you freak out for a second, and I catch the ass end of it. Jesus.
Faces that whole time you're not looking, waiting for you to look.
All right.
It's like that one day when I thought my arms felt weird. I was waiting for them for an whole episode.
You dance seductively for like staring into the camera. Also, yes, I do remember these times. Jesus. But the clear baggie was apparently cocaine.
Cocaine.
The baggie, it doesn't say contained cocaine. It says he had a small clear baggie in his pocket, which appeared to be cocaine. So either his pocket was cocaine or the baggie was cocaine.
I think they just wrote it in a way where you're taking it out of context, which
Is the point of this, but still.
Yeah. Just
all these stories are meant to be taken out of context.
Yeah. Plus also we're a comedy podcast. We have to take things very literal so that, you know.
Baggie. That'd be convenient. You make your baggie out of cocaine and less litter.
Yeah, exactly. Plus also less chance of being caught.
This is like when they were making edible spoons for a while.
There you go. But yeah. Documents went on to state he had I said urine. It's one. I'm dumb.
He had one urine.
He had one urine sample tube that appeared to be empty and one blood sample tube that appeared to still have fluids inside. I would hope it's blood. He could have just said blood.
PP Bandit.
The PP Bandit.
Didn't we have a PP Bandit already?
No one stole pee. There was the guy that broke into a house naked because he was trying to make burgers because he just wanted sesame seeds. But yeah. Let's see here. Deputies said that they started searching the area and found several more empty tubes of urine and blood. Employees told WREG those tubes of urine and blood were taken from patients that day and had been in a lockbox out back so a lab could come and get them. They said the camera there captured Giles.
Why did you leave them outside?
It said lockbox.
Outside.
I don't think they were like, hey, you know what people want to steal? Blood and pee-pee. That's what people want.
I just realized that this was not like a Keystone blood bank, and those samples weren't for like donation. Because in my mind at first, I was like, why would people donate pee? And then it took me a minute.
You know, sometimes you just need pee to get injected into you. Clear up your shit. It
Man,
just gets
I
it all
haven't had
working.
a good pee in a while. Here, let us take care of that for you.
My
Just
pee's
fill
been
up your bladder.
My pee's been really dark recently. I kind of want to get it nice and clear. Can we just do a reset real quick? Just give me some nice clear pee. I'll be
An
healthy.
emergency pee. Give me
An
25 cc's of
pee.
pure A urine.
That's how you pass drug tests. Do you think that's what he thought?
You drink other people's pee and they
And
don't know
blood?
that you're on cocaine?
Maybe he was applying for a job.
I don't think that.
And he was like, if I drink enough blood and pee.
No.
What do you do? Why are you doing that way?
No. For one, I don't know what happened there, but at one point I said no, and I heard it in this ear far away, and I was like, what the fuck?
It did sound like mine cut out for a second and like it glitched.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what that was.
I know you're trying to recreate it, so you're like, if I do the exact head motions and he does the exact head motions,
Will it
maybe it'll
no,
happen
like it was
again.
yelled far away.
Maybe someone did just yell no at
Maybe
the
it was
exact same time.
ghost.
Fucking ghost chef?
Yeah, remember the time he exploded my cup?
Yeah, and moved the jigger?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot I threw that.
Yeah, that's just leaking alcohol onto my carpet. Thanks. But maybe he does think that it works that way.
Obama.
Maybe he thinks it works that way. If he ingests enough blood and clean urine, that when he takes a pee test and a blood test, they're going to be like, yo, you're totally not doing drugs. But you do have 7 different diseases we found out.
if these are like blood tests to find out if you're dying,
They might
some
have
of
like
them
hepatitis.
might have been dying.
They might have some sort of other disease.
Can you get that from drinking blood?
Some of them might have just been drug addicts and he was drinking their pee, so now he's even more on drugs.
I heard a theory that you can drink meth pee and get high.
I never heard that theory. Giles was charged with burglary and possession of a controlled substance.
just gonna skirt by what I just said.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't want to continue down that road.
It was a comedian. It wasn't anybody I know. Since I think that's where I thought you were going.
Oh, okay. Okay. So burglary and possession of a controlled substance was that his bag made of cocaine? WREG
I'm
went
gonna
to Giles
guess that it was a
Tipton County
bag
home,
with cocaine in it.
but the place was empty. Oh, his home was empty because he's a vampire.
Yeah, he just does cocaine and drinks blood and urine.
Neighbor said the pipes in the house burst recently, causing a flood. When no one came to fix it, they discovered Giles was in jail. He wouldn't talk to you. He was squirrely,
How did other people know his pipes burst?
like something was occupying him. He had a blood and piss demon inside of him.
He had cocaine inside of him.
If that's what you want to call a blood and piss demon, then fine. Something was occupying him.
I'm cocaine in your worst.
Probably did. She went on to say Giles had once been in seminary school. I wouldn't want to go to see a priest that looked like this guy. That guy looks like he'd eat me.
He looks like he is possessed by a blood and pee demon.
He does. Just that 1,000-yard stare. And I don't know if that's his mustache or if that's just deep, hollow cheekbones.
That's deep, hollow cocaine cheekbones.
It would be dope if his mustache did come to a 45-degree angle and shoot straight up, though. That'd be pretty dope. Let's see here. She went on to say he was in seminary school, but something changed and he became a recluse. Yeah, the demon got him.
No, cocaine.
Once
It was
again, call the
cocaine.
demon whatever you want. He didn't want to interact with anybody. In and out fast. Why'd she know that one?
Yeah,
And if you tried to
You want
interact
to talk
with...
about it? Hey, baby, how you doing? Get out!
What just happened?
I've got to drink pee. Get out. Wait. Pee on my face.
That's probably what he did want. In and out fast. Psst, psst. Piss on
Just
you.
like Chuck Berry.
He looked like a deer caught in the headlights, the neighbor said. He was always speeding up and down the road, and everybody was trying to get his attention to stop because of the other children on the road.
The other children on the road? Why are the children on the road?
But
Are
also,
they driving? Also, is he a
I was
child?
going to say, is he a child? Did he always just have a child with him?
Slow down. The other children need to cross the street too.
Exactly.
Giles.
This is weird.
His
Fucking
name's Giles, right?
His last name is Giles. Giles was arrested again in October after he reportedly crashed his car into a ditch on Rosemark Road. Deputies said his 7-year-old child was in the car. Oh, that's why. There we go. And was injured on his head. They reported Giles. Why is that funny?
The way it's phrased, he was injured on his head.
On his
Not
head.
he received a head injury.
Yeah.
Not he got concussed.
Yeah.
Not he had bumps on his head.
Or a contusion on his head.
He received an injury.
He was injured
He was injured
on his
on
head.
his head.
Whole head. They reported Giles acted erratic, and they found various prescription pills and a metal spoon with burn marks in his driver's side door.
The meth is what's doing it.
Yep.
Or the heroin.
Or the heroin, yeah.
Or he's shooting cocaine.
Maybe. It breaks my heart because he has a little boy who needs his dad.
Yeah, because he's got an injury on his head.
Exactly. And apparently that won't be the case, said the neighbor. I think this kid's going to be better off without his blood and pee possessed demon dad.
Yo, because that kid was going to come out super fucked up.
Totally. Neither Mid-South Urgent nor Giles' attorney responded to WREG's request for an on-camera interview. Giles is due back in court later this month. Why is everybody skipping over the blood and pee and just talking about how weird he is? This man drank vials, like multiple,
If this man
blood and pee.
really felt he needed blood and pee,
Mm-hmm.
that child was in danger.
Yeah.
Of
I
having
hope he got
to
taken away after the
pee
injury.
in
on
his
head.
dad's mouth and don't leave for him.
Ah.
Let's start a GoFundMe for this kid. None
For
of
this
our other
kid?
GoFundMes have worked. That
There
we
you
just
go.
didn't start.
Are you guys willing to give money to a kid that was living with a possessed father that needed to ingest semen? Not semen.
That's the one fluid he didn't take.
It's true.
If only that place had it. He was like, y'all are all out of semen today? Whatever, this'll do.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
I'll make my own. It's like when you really want tacos and you go to Taco Bell and they're out of hamburger.
You're just like,
And you're just like, oh, fine, I'll take chicken. I'll make my own hamburger.
make my own hamburger. Oh shit, that was funny. All right, we're gonna go on to the last one.
On to the first one. Let's do it again.
Doctors warn against potatoes up your butt to cure hemorrhoids.
Don't do it.
Oh geez, what was no? Okay, sure. Except
We value your privacy. Your privacy is valued by we.
except the cookies, whatever.
Except the cookies.
Death row inmate took one bite of last meal before. What? Why do you only take one? That's dumb. Okay, that has nothing to do with the actual story. I'd rather die than this. Woman stabbed with semen-filled syringe while back turned in supermarket.
You know what? That's why there was no semen there. People were stealing them to stab people with.
Apparently. Oh my god, what if this is like in the same town?
So many questions that will probably not be answered in this.
Oh my god!
A. Why?
Okay, that's the first one we gotta answer. Why?
It's definitely not going to be answered because these things never answer the
They
why.
never do.
This is going to talk about how the person who stabbed her with semen was weird.
And what it was like. Like what the person
B,
did beforehand.
where'd they stab her?
in the
Were
back.
they trying to get her pregnant? Because that's not the right spot.
It's not how that works.
See, did it have AIDS? Like, I don't understand this attack.
All right, we got the questions that we need to answer. Let's keep going. So the sub-headline, which made me freak out even more. Cops say they found a haul of syringes filled to the brim with bodily fluids inside a 50-year-old's car. 51-year-old's car. It doesn't matter how old they are. It's fucked up either
How
way.
old was the vampire?
He was
51.
doesn't have his age in here. Wait, unless it's in his police report. Not going to try to read that. Very difficult. Video was unavailable. Apparently they did. Oh, it's this right here.
Woman.
Oh, it's when she was trying to get a cart. Oh god, that's terrible.
Wait, let me see. Where is he?
Right here, I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's this right here.
I only see one person standing there.
That is the black blob is a guy in a black shirt, and then this.
Oh, I
arm-
see it now.
Yeah,
He was like, hey.
she was going to get a cart, and she's like, it looks like it was in like the kidney area.
He's like, I'm gonna
Ugh.
get you pregnant. What did he wish to accomplish?
I don't know. A man has been charged with assault after being accused of stabbing a female shopper with a semen-filled syringe. Thomas Byron Steeman.
Steaming semen.
Steeman loves the semen. I feel like that's the only weapon he could use at that point.
Steaming semen.
His life was probably terrible. Was allegedly found in possession of multiple syringes filled with the substance after the woman was stabbed in a shop. Police were notified of the shocking case in the U.S. state of Maryland. I'm assuming this is an outside of the U.S. thing. Oh, yeah, it's a UK thing.
What is he doing?
Yeah, he's following
Why
her.
does he have so many?
Jeez. After the female victim said she was assaulted and injected with what is believed to be a needle.
I thought it was semen.
Yeah. Okay. Reports found a large syringe filled with liquid in Steeman's car during a search, as well as more syringes in his home. Oh my God. It looks like he was trying to hump her. And then it just turned into like, well, if I can't insert it into you, I'm going to insert this into you.
So weird.
Like, he's just really close. Never trust anybody walking that close to you.
How is it both his feet facing the other direction?
Right? How is he doing that? He's too fat to turn that way.
He's
Not
just
to fat shame, but this guy is a piece of shit. So I don't care.
Seed.
In video surveillance footage, the alleged attacker, who was wearing gray tracksuit bottoms and a dark jacket, I love how they're talking shit about his outfit.
You fucking bum.
They're like, so he's
You
wearing
broke fuck.
gray sweatpants and dark colored shirt. What an
Must have been
unstylistic
laundry
piece of shit. As she puts her shopping trolley back, he then bumps into her, and there is a visible exchange where the woman is clearly distressed. The traumatized woman later told investigators she had been stabbed with a needle and was forced to undergo urine and blood tests, which the other guy then stole. As well as a 30-day course of anti-disease medication. Semen is also accused of attempting to inject 2 other women at the same Anne Arundel County grocery store.
It's an Arundel?
Apparently.
Is Anna there?
Yeah. No spoilers about the second one.
Yeah, it involves getting stabbed with semen.
He's been charged with 1st and 2nd degree assault and 3rd degree assault.
1st and 2nd and 3rd.
And reckless endangerment, and is being held without bond since his arrest.
Question.
Detectives believe there may be other victims of similar incidents and have urged people to report any suspicious incidents. Surveillance footage.
Who would not report that?
Right?
Who would be like, oh shit, this man just stabbed me with a needle.
Do you remember?
Better not say anything.
Do you remember the old like when we first started covering these? I think it was like our 3rd or 4th episode where we started covering the weird news. And it was the guy who was injecting semen into his arm to try to like cure something like that.
He got disease?
Yeah, it was like it like got bulbous and stuff like that. So I'm assuming even after 1, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna irritate the area and it's not gonna be
Well,
good.
it's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Also, that did not answer any of the 3 questions
None
I
of the 3
had.
questions. We don't know if they. Oh no, because it said
Don't
that she was
know why.
undergoing the tests for diseases. So C is up in the air. We're still trying to figure it out, but the guy's sitting there drinking all of it, so we don't know. So that one is in the clouds.
There's no why. Did they not? They caught him, right?
Yeah, they caught him.
Why is there no why?
So we don't have the why.
Why'd you stab your semen into that lady? I don't know.
Because my name is Steeman. That's the only reason I can come up with. People were like, Steeman, 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 his whole life. And he was like,
Was
you
it
know
like
what?
he was going after the women that made fun of him in high school? Like, what?
Man, that's really Machiavellian and dark. Like, that's... It's weird. Like, why do these stories they never give us any type of closure?
Because it's clickbait and that's why we do it.
Yeah, true.
It's just a trick. You read it and then you don't learn anything.
It's
Remember
true.
that one time we like opened an article, you read
And
the headline,
article was the
you
headline.
read like 2 sentences and you're like, and oh, that's it.
That's it.
That's the whole thing. This
I
could have done that too.
I had as much information at the beginning as I did at the end. Awesome.
Why hasn't he been charged with like rape
Yeah,
and sexual
there's-
assault?
Yeah. Due to the fact that it's semen.
And there's penetration.
Yeah, there's penetration, there's semen. It should be sexual assault. Simple as that.
He's definitely getting a sexual gratification out of this. I'm going to make this up now because I don't know the why. So now I'm deciding
Exactly.
that's the why.
You don't give us the information. We're going to make up the information.
What
So
if he
this
was
man-
just trying to impregnate a bunch of women with his semen?
But he was stupid.
Like, no, he was like trying to create like some kind of weird fucking army of weird. I don't know, man. Like, he seems like a super villain.
Yeah,
But
Steam and Semen.
Not a good one.
Yeah. I mean, and his villain name would be Steam and Semen.
Yeah, and he'd be like one of like the low tier ones that Batman beats up in the beginning of the cartoon.
Or the Steaminator.
Like he's the one that like, 'cause, you know, it always started off with them like closing the gates on somebody in like Arkham already.
And he'd already be there.
And then like he'd
Yeah.
go into something else.
I'm trying to picture his costume right now. I
It'd
feel
be
like
a
it would
semen.
be that. No, it would be that. It would be gray tracksuit, dark colored thing, and he'd have bandoliers of syringes filled with his semen, and he just throws them like fucking bullseye.
Yeah, but his cock would also be out, and he'd be wearing fingerless gloves and a bandit mask.
And he'd have a syringe hat.
You can see Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Yep. It has the mask built into the syringe hat, also filled with semen.
And his plan is to make little clone babies, and he needs to impregnate them into the women.
I mean, maybe it was a really large needle, and he was trying to go from the back all the way into the uterus from behind. Maybe, I don't know.
Or he's just got diseases and he's trying to spread it.
That too, because that was a thing. Also, like that happened a lot. Either way,
that was an urban legend when we were kids.
Keep the Steaminator.
Remember that urban legend?
In jail.
That the gangs would put AIDS-filled needles on like the side of like telephones or like payphones.
Yeah, and also like playgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. But then, true in fashion, there was people found razor blades glued to playgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, and then chocolate bars on Halloween.
Yeah.
Just kidding, that never happened.
Never happened.
There was only one time where that happened.
Yeah,
it was the man who ruined Halloween.
Yep, ruined Halloween for literally everybody in the world.
You don't even know that story, but yeah, he murdered his own kids for the insurance money.
I totally knew that story.
No, you didn't.
Prove it. He murdered his kids for the insurance money.
He got the death penalty. He's dead now. He only killed one of his kids, but he tried to poison all of them and their friends.
How many kids did he have?
2. Killed half.
It's 50%. It's a 50% rating right there. 1 and 2.
Then he tried to blame other people. That's where the whole poison candy thing in the neighborhood.
They always try to blame other people. It wasn't me. It was other people. Blah 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 blah. I don't stab people with semen. Yeah. I kind of wish there was more information in this article. I'm disappointed in the Steaminator. Yeah. What was his end goal?
Know the motivation.
Here's a reel in the comments. In the comments, I want, since articles
mine were real.
No, I know yours were real.
Leave a fire if you want a Jared's fire story. Leave an eggplant if you want. I don't remember what that was for.
I don't remember what the eggplant was for, but some potatoes in the butthole was potato. I don't know why you said eggplant, actually. It would be potato. Leave a potato emoji if you want. I don't know why. Why did you say that?
Why do you seem so wounded?
But why did you say it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember why you said it, and I have a pretty good memory, so it's like, what?
Leave a picture of a ghost if you
want us to talk about Ghost Chef.
I was going to do it for Semen, but I don't really know what I was going to talk about.
Do the needle emoji.
Okay, do cocaine.
In the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment that states what your idea of why this man did what he did. We'll pick the best comment and we'll shout you out on the next one. We'll read it.
Yes.
We'll do that. If you only listen to us, leave it in a 5-star review. Give us a 5-star review.
We'll shout you out on the next one.
And in that review, tell us, these guys are great. Insert, this is my theory about the Steaminator.
My name is.
Hi, my name is
the Semenator.
I think that's where we can end it tonight. Because 1, I'm done, and 2, I don't know what else to talk about at this point.
My new bad game name is the Inseminator.
You can follow us right here.
I got needle fingers
on Facebook and Instagram at Rum Runnas. So that's right there. You can follow us on Twitter at RumPod right there. You can follow Kyle then on Instagram right there at Mr. Narwhal. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Anchor, FM, and pretty much everywhere else that you listen to podcasts. And of course, if you're listening to this, you can also be watching this on YouTube. So make sure to follow us, like, subscribe, comment, review, help us grow, help us spread.
I remember what the peach and the eggplant that was for the butthole candle, wasn't it?
Sure. Yeah, it probably was, actually, now that I think about it. Also, if you're willing to send us the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle,
leave us a candle.
Like, let us know that you're legit want to do that. and we'll react to it on camera. We'll make a video about it, and we'll give you the address to send it to. But until that...
No, wait!
God damn you.
Also, email us at rumrunnas@gmail.com with your funny news stories from stuff that happens in your town. That sounds not real.
Yeah.
Or
you
your
can
own
leave it,
weird stories.
or you can also message it to us on Twitters too, because Kyle's on that a lot. So do that. Do either
Just
one.
doesn't want to check his email.
That too. Peace. Deuces. Catch you in the next one.
It's all over. There's no place to run, even if we let you out of there.